tenderly. Your arms open wide and close me inside.
At University of South Carolina Upstate, acceleration isn't just about speed. It's about direction, intention, purpose. They give you the tools and the people to help build what moves us forward. We learn to think sharper, decide faster, lead with clarity. We train for moments that matter, with people who believe in our potential. Because the right support doesn't just help us go faster, it helps us become who we're meant to be. There's no limit to the heights we can reach. USC Upstate, reach greater heights.
Sometimes I see a hummingbird or a rainbow paint the sky, or I hear a baby cry. Miracles, they're all miracles. So quietly your voice is heard, like a gentle lullaby, and I know exactly why. A miracle, it's a miracle. Sometimes the little things are so hard to see, and good things hard to do. But I know in this great big world that you still see me. Please bring me closer to you. But thankfully there is a word when reason won't apply. All the things that mystify. Miracles, they're called miracles. Sometimes the little things are so hard to see, and good things hard to do. But I know in this great big world you still see me. Please bring me closer to you. When I'm at sea, when I'm deterred, in my heart I know that I will be with you by and by, Lord. Help me to love and be aware that miracles come through faith and prayer. I won't take you for granted. All these miracles, all these miracles, wondrous miracles, and they are everywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to begin. Please clear the aisles. Would everyone please rise and remain standing until the completion of the opening ceremonies. Please welcome the class of 2026, led by Faculty Chair Allison Ellis. go tell them the key plan. Please welcome the University of South Carolina Upstate faculty. Please welcome the Platform Party, members of the Spartanburg County Commission for Higher Education and USC Board of Trustees, the University of South Carolina Upstate Executive Leadership Team and Cabinet. And now welcome to the platform, Chancellor Benny Harris. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Before we sit down and before we move on, if you are empty seats, the Chancellor has asked you move in on the row, the audience in the back, so that we can get the rest of the guests seated. So if you have empty seats between you and the person next to you, please scoot down so we can get everyone a seat. The cadets of the Army ROTC Southern Guards Battalion will now present the colors, followed by the singing of the national anthem led by USC Upstate student Miss Alina Costa. Following the national anthem, the Reverend Alan Dyer will provide the invocation.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner
Will you join me in prayer? Good and gracious God, we thank you for bringing us to this moment, for the sacrifice of so many family and friends, for the wisdom of teachers and mentors, for every obstacle overcome and every joy experienced along the way. We give you thanks. Oh God, as these graduates complete this chapter and step into what comes next, we pray tonight that you would go with them. Indeed, oh God, we pray that you would celebrate with them in every success, comfort them in every disappointment, and make straight the paths that still feel uncertain. Above all, we pray that you would grant them courage. Courage, oh God, to choose what is right over what is easy, what is just over what is popular, and what is good over what is convenient. And wherever their life may lead from this point forward, may they be guided by the words of the prophet Micah as they live out the motto of their soon-to-be alma mater. Indeed, O God, we pray tonight that they would go forth to foster a just and thriving society by doing justice, loving kindness, and walking humbly with you. It is in your name we pray. Amen. It is now my honor to introduce Chancellor Benny Harris.
Thank you. Thank you, Reverend Dyer and Mrs. Costa. You all may be seated. Now, I still see a lot of open seats. There's a group there. There's some seats right there if you want to come around and sit in those seats. And if you want to move in to allow family to Welcome to the commencement at the University of South Carolina, Upstate. Today, we gather to celebrate one of the most meaningful milestones in higher education, the completion of your undergraduate journey. This moment reflects years of learning and growth and challenge and discovery. It marks what you have accomplished and who you have become along the way. An undergraduate education is about building a foundation, developing skills, exploring ideas, and learning how to think critically and adapt to a changing world. Today, we celebrate your persistence, your curiosity, and your commitment. Many of you balance classes with jobs, with athletics, with leadership roles, and other responsibilities. You navigated uncertainty, met challenges head-on, and continued moving forward. That's no small thing, and it makes this day all more significant. Before I go further, I want to recognize those who helped make this moment possible. Your families, born and chosen, your friends, your mentors, and the faculty and staff of USC Upstate who guided you, who challenged you, and supported you. So will our faculty and staff please stand? Graduates, please give them a round of applause. You may be seated. Now let's recognize your support system. If you are a parent or a guardian of a graduate, I want you to stand. I want you to remain standing for a minute. Okay? If you are a grandparent, I want you to please stand, if you can. If you are a spouse or a partner, I want you to please stand. If you are a sibling, an aunt, or an uncle, I want you to stand now. Now, if you are a friend or any part of this graduate's network of support, and you just want to stand, I invite you to stand. Graduates, please give them a round of applause. Thank you all, and you may be seated. Now, the graduates here know that I like to tell a story, and today calls for one. There's a simple story about a student who arrives on campus eager but unsure. On the first day, everything feels new. Classes are new expectations, new questions. At first, the focus is finding the right answers, studying for exams, completing assignments, learning materials. But over time, something shifted. The student began to ask better questions. Not just, what do I need to know, but why does it matter? Not just, how do I succeed, but how do I contribute? And one day someone asked, when did you really start to learn? And the student replies, when I realized that education isn't just about answers, it's about understanding which questions are worth asking. That shift from receiving knowledge to engaging with it is what defines undergraduate education. And that's exactly what you have done here. Over the past several years at USC Upstate has continued to grow and evolve to meet the needs of students like you. We are seeing enormous momentum and a very, very strong momentum in our academic programs and our growth. So you're not just a graduate of USC Upstate, you're part of the energy and the direction of this new institution. You are the reason we continue to grow, to innovate, and to build programs that matter. And with that opportunity comes responsibility, because the value of your degree is not just in what you learn, but in how you use it. Whether you are entering the workforce, continuing your education, or still exploring what comes next for you, you will be asked to think critically, to communicate clearly, and to contribute meaningfully. You will be called upon to solve problems, work with others, and shape the communities you are a part of. As you leave here today, I hope you carry this with you. Your degree is not the end of your education, it is the beginning of your impact. It represents the knowledge you have gained, the skills you have developed, and the potential others already see in you. This is the moment of completion, but also the beginning, commencing. So on behalf of the University of South Carolina Upstate, I welcome you to this celebration, and I congratulate you on all you have achieved. We are proud of you and are excited to see what comes next. Now, it is my privilege to introduce your student government president, Ms. Madison Robertson Miller, to bring greetings to our graduates on behalf of the student body.
Thank you, Chancellor Harris. When I speak, I always want to leave people with something they can carry with them, something that pushes them forward, and something that reminds them of who they are and who you're becoming. So today I won't start with where we are or who you've become, because this moment right here is more than a milestone. It's the result of showing up again and again, even on the days when motivation was low and doubt was loud. It's choosing discipline over excuses, growth over comfort, and purpose over fear. And because of that, here you are, standing, rising, and becoming. I want you to remember this day not just as a celebration, but for the feeling of accomplishing something that once felt out of reach, the feeling of realizing that you are capable of more than you've ever imagined. Please remember the sky is not the limit, it never was. You're meant to go beyond that and push past fear, the doubt, and every voice that has ever told you to play small. Always want more in your life, even when it's hard, even when you feel like giving up. Think about the fuel that can push you forward. Growth is not easy. Growth is a choice you make every single day, especially when it's uncomfortable and very uncertain. And right now, things may not seem perfect. Life may still be confusing. Plans may not go as you expected. But please trust everything is unfolding the way it needs to. One day it would all come together. But for now, just laugh at the confusion, smile through the tears, and keep going anyway. Because you are here for a reason, even if you don't see it yet. It may not look like as planned, but it is unfolding, I can promise you. Now you're stepping into a new reality where for so long your life has had structure and deadlines and schedules, and most of your next steps already planned. But from here on out, the path is given, it's not created. The path is not given, it is created. So yes, it can feel scary, but it's also very powerful. because now you get to decide who you want to be without the limits and the labels and the waiting for permission. So don't get distracted by the world around you. Don't let the options and the pressure and the comparison pull you away from who you are. Stay grounded, stay determined, and most importantly, stay true to yourself. And if you ever feel lost, come back to this moment and remember what it took to get here. Before I close, I want to take a moment to thank my friends, my team, and the people I've had the honor with working here through my SGA times. You've made this experience what it was, not just productive, not just successful, but meaningful. Through every challenge and every idea and every moment of growth, we did this together. And I want you to know I'm very proud of you. I'm proud of the work you've done, and I'm proud of the leaders you all, but most importantly, I'm proud of the young adults you are becoming. This wasn't just my journey, it was ours. So don't push past this moment like it's just another checkpoint. Pause and let it land. Because life isn't about just one peak, it's the whole skyline you must look at. This next chapter isn't about proving yourself all over again, it's about becoming someone deeper. Stay curious, stay disciplined, and protect your peace all the time. And please never fold because you're in a new room. You didn't get there by accident. You got there because of the work you put in. To the young ladies in this space right now, you've grown in so many ways, even if you don't see it yourself. You don't have to have everything figured out to be worthy of this moment because you already are. Keep becoming, keep shining, and always be gentle with yourself through this moment. To the men, you don't have to carry everything alone to be strong. You've came a long way, even if you cannot say it out loud. This moment is about moving forward and being honest and having a great heart. You're building something special, so never deter from that. I would like to say congratulations to the class of 2026, and it was an honor being your SGA president.
Now, Madison, congratulations. That was a beautiful, beautiful speech, and you changed my location. So give me a minute to find it, you all. But thank you, Madison. Thank you. You know, the business of a public university is a team effort. It requires leadership and it requires commitment from all sectors, including our governments and our communities. For USC Upstate, one of the key sources of leadership and partnership is the Spartanburg County Commission for Higher Education. So it is my privilege to introduce Ms. Kathy McCade, Chair of the Commission, to bring greetings on its behalf.
Thank you, Dr. Harris. On behalf of the Spartanburg County Commission for Higher Education, it is my pleasure to welcome you all here today. Commencement is such a special occasion in the lives of our graduates and the families, and we are so pleased to be with you today to celebrate these great accomplishments. USC Upstate has long fulfilled both regional and state workforce needs and is a major engine of social and economic development. Graduates, be proud of your USC Upstate degree because it will serve you well. The Spartanburg County Commission for Higher Education is proud of every graduate, but we are equally proud of the university's faculty and its staff for their dedication to ensuring that today's graduates have achieved the academic goals and gained an enriching college experience. Congratulations, graduates. We wish you the best of luck and hope that your future holds an abundance of opportunity. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. McCade. And now we have come to the part of the ceremony where the university will confer its highest recognition, the honorary doctoral degree. We invite you to read the biographical information about today's honorary degree recipient and the degree citation printed in your program. It makes clear why this individual brings genuine esteem to the university community. Provost Pam Sankey will now present the honorary degree candidate.
Chancellor, I have a candidate for the honorary degree, Doctor of Public Service. for his visionary leadership in revitalizing downtown Greenville and strengthening communities through thoughtful urban development, for his commitment to collaboration and civic engagement that has fostered lasting partnerships among government, business, and citizens, and for a career in public service that reflects the ideals of integrity, innovation, and community. The University of South Carolina, with the approval of its Board of Trustees, now presents Knox Haynesworth White for the honorary degree of Doctor of Public Service.
Will the Honorable Dan Adams of the University of South Carolina Board of Trustees please escort the candidate to the rostrum? By virtue of the authority vested in the University of South Carolina Board of Trustees, by the people of this state acting through its representatives in the General Assembly, the university confer upon Knox Haynesworth White the degree of Doctorate of Public Service, honoris causa, together with all rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. That's it. Congratulations, Mayor White. Now, before he leaves, I'm going to show you what else he's going to get.
I was going to get the mace.
Oh, no, you won't get the mace, but you'll get
Oh, beautiful.
It's very beautiful. You'll get
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. Haven't worn one of those things in a long time. Gets in your face. Yeah. Chancellor Harris and members of the USC System Trustees, distinguished faculty, proud families, and most importantly, graduating class of 2026. Good evening to everybody. This is a beautiful space. Thank you so much for allowing me to share it with you tonight on this very special occasion. I really am very much honored, and as the mayor of Greenville, it's a great honor to be here in Spartanburg as well. So thank you so much. A few weeks ago, I think all of us were captivated by the images coming back from Artemis II space mission to the moon. Images of Earth and the vastness of space. And when you see the Earth, and I'm sure all of you saw the images, when you see it from that perspective, it just changes your whole perspective on life itself. Cities blur together. Everything looks kind of small, but at the same time, you see the connectivity. That perspective from space brought to my mind something that happened to me about 15 years ago. I had the opportunity to attend an international conference in Beijing, China. I was attending a conference in a large, dark auditorium, and there were about 1,000 people in the room, a vast room. And they were there, all of us were there, for a presentation about the global economy opportunities around the world, where things were happening in the world and where things are not happening in the world and where it was all headed next. The presentation began at that time, I have to say, you're used to jumbotrons now, but we hadn't seen many of those then. This was the largest screen I had ever seen in a room that big, and it was dark in the room. The screen is massive. And there was the planet Earth, and it turned the Earth globe around a couple times and focused first on China, and it was China at night. So you could see the lights of certain areas of China where there was economic activity, obviously. You saw the Pearl River Valley first, which is Hong Kong and Shenzhen. Then it moved up to Shanghai. And again, this is the Earth at night. And I'm sitting in this room, 1,000 people. And slowly, you saw the continents change. Slowly, the Earth shifted over. And suddenly, it was North America. And you could see the lights of clusters around San Francisco, Los Angeles. You saw the clusters around Dallas, Fort Worth. And then, no kidding, they turned the globe over and they zoomed in on something I did not expect to see as I sat in that room. The Interstate 85 corridor, the stretch of highway that connects the string of lights between Atlanta, Greenville, Spartanburg, and Charlotte. It's often called now a mega region. It's a powerhouse, they said, a powerhouse of manufacturing and technology. So right there on the screen, halfway around the world, people were focused on where opportunity exists, and they were talking about our home. I remember sitting there thinking, I should stand up and say, hey, I'm from there. But it's amazing, and that's what they looked at. Well, today, as I look out at all of you graduates here today, I think about that. Because with what that experience made clear to me then, even more true today is this: you are in a place that the world is paying attention to. Now, before I say anything else, I want to acknowledge a couple things. Many of you did not come here straight from high school. Some of you changed careers. Some of you came back to school while balancing jobs and families and other responsibilities. Some of you made the decision to start over, to start again with a new purpose. That decision to come back to school, to change course, to pursue a calling instead of just a paycheck is one of the hardest things people can actually do. It's far easier just to stay on a standard track and not even think about that kind of thing. Redirection in life takes real courage, and I know for a fact many of you have that. The fact that you made that choice and followed through on it, and you're sitting here today, tells me something very important about who you are. You're exactly the kind of people, the kind of person this community needs. Most people at other colleges who graduate this week and this month, they kind of start at the starting line. They have a degree and a hope. They begin the long process of trying to figure out who they are, what they're prepared for. Nothing wrong with that, but that's not where many of you are. You're kind of starting ahead of the curve. Many of you are entering professions that are more than jobs. Look at the range of disciplines represented here tonight. These are not just career paths. They truly are callings. You chose them because something in you said that this matters. What you're doing matters. And people matter, and a sense of purpose is there that'll carry you far in this life. I want to tell you a story, not about a person, but about a city. And of course, I'm choosing my city, Greenville, South Carolina, because I believe that Greenville has something important to teach us. For most of the history of the area, of the Upstate, it was known for one thing: textiles, the textile industry. By the early 20th century, we had almost 20 mills in Greenville. I know Spartanburg had almost a similar number. And Greenville called itself the textile center of the world. We were a one industry town. It was all about textiles. The economy, the culture, the identity of the area, all of it was woven quite literally into the very fabric of who we were. And then things started to change. You probably know the story. Foreign competition, changing markets, a big shift in American manufacturing. By the 1970s, many of these mills began to shut down. That meant that in our city, the downtown was under distress. Merchants were losing business. Shopping malls drew people away from the downtown. We had a great hotel in our downtown called the Poinsett Hotel. It went out of business. It shuttered up. Now, Greenville wasn't alone. Many of other cities have had experienced many similar things. But unfortunately, many other cities clung too long to what they once were and really couldn't see what they might become. They never had a second act. But not Greenville, and not the Upstate that was featured on that globe. Here's the remarkable thing. As the textile industry was beginning to struggle, we had leadership that was already setting us on a new path. In the 1960s and 70s, the Chamber of Commerce and others began to realize we needed to diversify our economy and be something different. By 1970, Greenville was drawing up plans for what a new downtown might look like. People thought it was too optimistic. But Greenville wanted to know what it might become. In 1967, General Electric set up a manufacturing plant in our area. Michelin came later, plants, North American headquarters. And then, of course, in 1988, a company called BMW, you may have heard of that one, opened its first manufacturing plant in Spartanburg, in 1994. 1994, just down the road on I-85, and brought thousands of jobs and really changed everybody's economy in this area. Back in our city, in our downtown, it began to change. We have a river running through our city, which is what's treated as nothing more than kind of an industrial drain of sorts. It was transformed into beautiful Falls Park. And downtown became walkable, pedestrian-friendly, something had never been before. Things that many people said wouldn't work, they actually did work. When the textile industry declined, you have to kind of go back in time and feel the rejection people here felt. But that rejection and loss led to redirection, trying something different. And that redirection led to something far better than it's ever been before. I'm proud to say today our city, our downtown, revitalized downtown, is recognized as one of the most successful in the country. We just crossed 1 million people in the Metro District. The economy is strong and the economy is diversified. People from across the country now are choosing to come here. They're choosing to come to Greenville. They're choosing to come to the Upstate because they want to. The people in Beijing 15 years ago saw this coming. They saw the change coming, and now the whole country is catching on. So let me tell you something that I think is underappreciated by people who are already here, and that is that location matters enormously when you're starting a career. And you are in one of the best spots in the entire country to start that career. Right now, people from all over America are packing up their belongings, their lives, and moving to Greenville in the Upstate. Our median age is falling down to about 34. Used to be much older. We have a young city, lots of professionals who are coming here, coming to where you already live, I already live, looking for opportunity. Others are choosing where you already are. And I would just say, think about that for a minute in terms of your career and your time today. More people here mean more patients who need nurses. More families mean more children who need teachers. A growing dynamic community needs professionals and protections that criminal justice provides. It needs businesses, creative thinkers, technologists, and scientists who will help shape this region for what comes next. The demand for what we do here is not some theoretical idea. It's immediate, it's real, and it's growing. I hope part of this will be to say to all of you here who are graduating that I hope you'll stay here. I know some of you may be weighing other cities and opportunities, and I would not tell someone not to follow a dream, but I will say this. The things that draw thousands of new residents here from all of the cities of the country, the wonderful urban spaces we've created, the mountains nearby, the culture, the warmth, the sense of community, these are things that are yours too. You don't have to earn your way to them. They're already here. You already have them at the very beginning of your professional life. That's a head start for most graduates in the country don't have. Now let me be specific for a moment about what you're walking into, because the data really tells a remarkable story now. I can't do justice to every field that's here, but I want to paint a little bit of a picture. To our nursing graduates, you've chosen one of the most consequential and economically resilient careers in the whole United States right now. You probably saw it about a month ago. The Wall Street Journal ran a front page article calling healthcare the modern middle-class job engine of America. Healthcare is now the single largest sector of the economy, having overtaken manufacturing and retail. And unlike other fields dealing with disruption, nursing has been described by those who run nursing schools as recession-proof and, dare I say, AI-proof, and that's a good thing too. To our criminal justice graduates, you're entering a field that sits at the very foundation of a healthy community. As the Upstate grows, and we're growing faster than almost any place in the country, the systems that protect our residents and resolve conflict, ensure equal justice under the law, become more and not less important. You're not entering a field in decline, you're entering a field of utter transformation at a moment when fresh thinking is more important than ever. To our educators, every child who walks into a classroom carries the potential the world is waiting on, and you're the ones who will unlock that potential. At a time when educators are being asked to do more, reach further, adapt faster than ever, your commitment to this truly is a calling, and we need your talent. And to every graduate here in business, in the arts, in the humanities, in cybersecurity, and computer science, and biological sciences, every other field represented here, the same truth applies. This region is growing. It is diversifying, and it needs the skills that you have. You're graduating into the demand. I've talked about where you are and what lies ahead, but I want to also say something about the road when it gets harder, because there will be bumps along the way. There'll be moments when you question the path that you probably chose. But when that happens, I just want to go back to the story I told about Greenville and the Upstate. This area could have spent 50 years mourning the loss of its old economy, could have kept trying to be the textile capital of the world when everybody else had moved on, but instead, it chose redirection. It didn't try to go back. It went forward with courage and creativity and the willingness to be different. So keep being open to reinvention. Many of you already know what it means to reinvent yourself. You've done it. You've come back to school. You've changed direction. Somewhere along the line, you chose a new path, perhaps. You already have the courage to adapt. And adversity leads to redirection. And redirection, when you approach it the right way with courage, leads you somewhere better than when you originally intended to go. So be confident, be courageous, just like this region has been. Don't be afraid to become something even greater than you first imagined. You're following a calling into a profession that matters, and you're starting your career in a place that the world is paying attention to. You're not starting at the starting line. You're not starting at the starting line. You're already in motion. Now, before I close, I want to acknowledge the people who are not wearing the caps. This has been said before, but to the families, the spouses, partners, and children, and parents and children who are here, thank you. And to all the graduates, the Artemis II crew looked back to some 250,000 miles away and saw this impossibly beautiful planet. I sat in a conference room in Beijing, and I saw the map zoom in on our home. What both of these moments have in common is the same thing, that perspective changes everything, and you have that perspective. You followed a calling into a profession that matters. You're finishing your education in one of the most dynamic and fast-growing areas of this country, entering fields the world in this area is hungry for. For at this moment, everything is pointing in your direction. So once again, you are not starting at the starting line. You are starting ahead of it. The best chapter of your life is the one yet to be written, and the highway of opportunity, the Interstate 85 corridor, lies just outside this campus. So my final message is, get on the road. Congratulations to the class of 2026. We can't wait to hear what you have to say next. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor White. We now move to the awarding of degrees. We ask that all members of the audience remain in their seats throughout the program, and that you please withhold your applause and cheers during the announcements of the graduate's name. Now, everyone wants to hear their loved one's name called, and I know that because I've gotten calls from parents saying I didn't get a chance to hear my loved one's name's called, so I know that you want that. The respect you show to our last graduate today is as important as the respect you show to the very first. Thank you for honoring our graduates in the ceremony. And graduates, the marshal will direct you to come forward for your individual recognition and congratulation. It is my pleasure to welcome back to the post, Provost Pam Stanky.
Good evening. Will Dean Shirletha Dunlap join Chancellor Harris to greet the candidates from the Mary Black College of Nursing?
Hannah L. Amick. Alicia D. Ancrum. Campbell L. Ariel. Jessica L. Ball. Karina Barrera Toledano. Mackenzie E. Beller Trujillo. Ivabella J. Billings. Grace A. Black. Hope L. Blanford, N. Blanford. Caroline E. Burrows. Anila D. Bostick. Lilia Y. Bjorchek. Ali E. Brock. Mackenzie R. Burns. Lily C. Canada, cum laude. Chloe E. Carter. Laura L. Castillo, magna cum laude. Jonathan D. Clark. Madison L. Dallas. Shelby G. Daughtry. Connor D. Earls, magna cum laude. Riley E. Earls. Jordan E. Eccleston. Gabriela Fernandez Suarez, magna cum laude. Kayla A. Fletcher, cum laude. Deshonda M. Foster. Alviny Frierson. Alexa S. Gaskin. Mireille Jabara. Vanessa N. Gordon. Asia N. Gregory. Caroline P. Griffith. Emma D. Gubatosa. Mackenzie L. Harmon. Millie K. Hastings. Trinity K. Hayward. Sierra N. Hill. Jaheim L. Johnson. Haley M. Jones. Ian M. Kelbert. Corbin J. Kenny. Marlene Mancia Suarez, magna cum laude. Isabel V. Matouche. Kennedy H. McCord. Naomi E. Mills. Hannah E. Newell. Christopher Ortiz Hernandez. Jamila A. Osorio. Joy C. Autis. Ashley M. Palomo Puentes. Christopher T. Parker. Mallory B. Revels. Ollie C. Rhodes, cum laude. Damian L. Richardson. Mackenzie A. Robs. Miranda L. Rodriguez Garcia. Felipe Rojo. Colby T. Sally. Ella K. Slice, magna cum laude. Montgomery R. Stack. Sierra M. Staten, magna cum laude. Emily A. Tate. Elise N. Thompson. Sarah M. Van Hoos. Jeremy M. Villamil. Akaya J. Watson. Alasia N. Woodruff. Jemiah K. Williams. Sarah E. Woodfin. Jordan K. Woodson. Hannah M. Adams. Ashley Ailman Gregorio. Renda Patil. And that concludes the graduates from the Mary Black School of Nursing.
Will Dean Jeffrey Stinson join Chancellor Harris to greet the candidates from the George Dean Johnson Jr. College of Business and Economics?
William Anderson. Valentina Arcila. Ella A. Asadulin. Audrey R. Baer. Jake B. Balwell. Balu. Whoops. Joseph W. Barnes. Richard B. Bierman. Oh, I said it too quick. Tamika T. Bowler. Riley K. Bozek. Riley E. Bradford. Tariq R. Briggs. Vivian E. Bruce. Brianna N. Chamberlain. Joran P. Chopin. DeAndre A. Copeland. Oh, I said it too quick. Lauren A. Edwards. Guy S. Ellis. Sarah E. Etheridge. Caitlin E. Eubanks, magna cum laude. Julia V. Fadak. Okay. Bria Fluker. Ana Fuentes Ortega. Cody D. Garrett. Katera S. Graham. Asia J. Green. John A. Grishop, summa cum laude. Jeremiah I. Harris. Kylie J. Hawkins, cum laude. Peyton O. Hawkins. James H. Hembry. Teresa D. Herrera Benitez. Mariah D. Hirschberger. Alexandra H. Hertz. Albert R. Hill. Sarah E. Howard. Melissa J. Ivankin. Carter E. Jagiela. Connor J. Keeney. Varsita L. Karai. Thomas J. Lane. Joshua Leonard. Catherine A. Lopez Morales. Ethan G. McRoby. Ramon A. Mack. Katura E. Meadows, cum laude. Joshua T. Medlin. Sorry. Matthew Mims. Karan M. Patel. Edwin Irvin Ramos Garcia. Jordan C. Reeder. Kaylee M. Register. Bradley Rhodes. Jarvis L. Rice. Anna, yep.
Anna L. Rivard. Cameron R. Robinson, cum laude. Adeline R. Rookstool. Jonathan Rowland. Mitchell H. Saylor. Let me know when you're ready.
Adrian C. Santos Velache. Nidhi Visha. Matthew R. Sheriff. Mariana Simonian. I think we need to switch back.
Kaylee E. Smith. Reese M. Smith. Caleb A. Sock. William N. Sansell. Jackson T. Stone. James M. Strobush. Melanie L. Towery. Ton Vanderdonk. Joshua A. Watson. Caleb E. Williams, magna cum laude. Natalie T. Yadlovsky, summa cum laude. Gabriana L. Yeldell. D'Alexander O. Zagara. Nathan M. Anderson. Connor Strickland. And that concludes the graduates from the George Dean Johnson Jr. College of Business and Economics. You want me to do it?
Will Dean Renee Swanson join Chancellor Harris to greet the candidates from the College of Education, Human Performance, and Health?
Emma N. Hudson. Grace Ann Alves. Cameron P. Anderson. Bailey Barrett. Lauren K. Blackley. Carson E. Bowen, cum laude. Celise M. Bowers. Caleb P. Broom, cum laude. Hannah J. Burgess. Victor A. Capatillo. Jacqueline Castrion, cum laude. Mary L. Catron. Kyrie A. Cummings. Alyssa D. Cunningham, cum laude. Charles W. Davis. Mackenzie N. Davis, cum laude. Lee E. Dawkins. Kimberly D. Dovey, magna cum laude. Autumn D. Edge. Kenai A. Ellison. Samantha M. Evers. Taylor R. Foljam. Olivia G. Gandy, cum laude. Jimena Gonzalez Sanchez, cum laude. Jordan T. Green, magna cum laude. Jenna Gooker, summa cum laude. Zoe M. Harris, magna cum laude. Devin R. Harrison. Ava E. Herlihy, magna cum laude. Christopher A. Hollis. Eleanor Hunter. Shahida Ibrahim, magna cum laude. Caitlin A. Jennings, magna cum laude. John S. Kaufman. Sydney J. Kender. Daisy B. Lawson, magna cum laude. Kiera Z. Lowe. Akale N. Lopez. Mastra Giacomo. Maya E. Mastra Giacomo. Makeem S. McLean. Anna L. McBee, cum laude. Jalen A. McCullum, cum laude. Isis L. Middleton, cum laude. Ala Melente. Kennedy L. Mills, magna cum laude. Natalia J. Mall, magna cum laude. Bethany G. Morton, magna cum laude. Madison C. Mosley, cum laude. Christopher Munez Garcia, magna cum laude. Savannah J. Knoll, summa cum laude. Nussbaum. Olivia R. Nussbaum. Adeline S. O'Grady, magna cum laude. Savannah A. Page, summa cum laude. Dhruvi Patel. Tashiana A. Presley. Carly B. Scruggs. Brittany F. Sinclair, cum laude. Malachi Z. Smith. Shemaiah T. Smith. John E. Snyder. Vera Soderblom, cum laude. Emily S. Soto. Nevea L. Tucker, cum laude. Tyler A. Vaught. Natalie Vanesco Trajuo. Simone E. Washington. Shanna D. Watkins. Hannah E. Wyke, summa cum laude. Come on. Madeline V. Winters, summa cum laude. Zarena Clark Watson. Alea L. Lisbon. And that concludes the graduates from the College of Education, Human Performance, and Health.
Will Dean Tanya Boone join Chancellor Harris to greet the candidates from the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences?
Hannah Mary I. Alegria, summa cum laude. Micaiah A. Anderson. Sarah E. Anderson. Naomi R. Aviles. Kimberly B. Babb, cum laude. B. Bakewell, magna cum laude. Asan Jalen Barnes. Katarina Dontas. Kyra A. Batten. Gavin M. Bakken. Avery B. Beaton, magna cum laude. Kendriana S. Gilliard. Shakima S. Bennett. Malaya J. Bennett. Francis N. Bianco, cum laude. Ari R. Bing. Taimani S. Black. Jacob A. Blackman. Ashley E. Bowman. Tamaya D. Boyd. Megan J. Boyd. Gabriel M. Brisbane, magna cum laude. Rochelle Brooks, cum laude. Annie Brown, magna cum laude. Juliana R. Burgess. Ariana W. Calloway. Kaylee E. Carter. Sydney E. Cathcart, cum laude. David C. Chamness. Caleb Champion. Jabrion A. Clark. Isaiah K. Connor. Malcolm X. Kroll. Go. Cameron C. Davenport. Rainey G. Davidson. Abigail E. Davis. Josie S. Davis. Kimberly A. Day. Morgan M. De Barros, magna cum laude. And how do you say this? Nariana N. Deloach. Emma G. DeSensi. Camden M. DeShields. Natalie J. Dingle. Aaron A. Dowdle. Della J. Driver, cum laude. Emma R. Ducker. Tiffany E. Edlin. Amaka A. Eki. Rachel Ellison. Jeremiah O. Espinosa. Jayshana Z. Evans. Anna E. Exall. Okay. Elenia M. Esposito Perez. Okay. Michael Hugh Ferguson. Harold Mitchell Jr. Daquan Carpenter Bishop. Grayson? Grayson M. Fleming. Ricky L. Fortner. Marche S. Fowler. DeAsia C. Franklin. Deanna R. Frazier. Madison L. Evans. Thomas C. Freeman. Crystal R. Gaffney. Cassie B. Gallagher, cum laude. Braylon Garcia. Gary M. Gardner, cum laude. Natalie G. Gardner, magna cum laude. Tracy A. Garrett. Is it Emily V. Gomez Flores. Okay. Dakota J. Graverman. Monica P. Green, summa cum laude. Kamarni J. Gregory. Stephen G. Gutches, magna cum laude. Alexandra A. Hames. Sophie G. Hannes. Ayana G. Hernandez. Chastity E. Hines. Jenna R. Homan. Cum laude. Brooklyn R. Holden. Caitlin G. Holly, cum laude. Alicia M. Hollis. Herman E. Holst. Joshua Holt. Harrison G. Huffman. Jekayla T. Hunter. Hunter L. Hutchinson. Rainey M. Hutchinson. Landon B. Jarvis, cum laude. Sarah B. Jeter. Kanye D. Jones. Chrisani D. Jones. Amanda R. Kane. Ronnie A. Kershaw, magna cum laude. Sierra Keys. Micaiah B. Kennedy, magna cum laude. Jeremy A. Knight. Carter J. Kuhn, cum laude. Marcus W. Christensen, cum laude. Brooklyn N. Lauder, magna cum laude. Sarah A. Lefevre. Damon Leon Osario, magna cum laude. Vasilios Lembanovos. Mia A. Lockhart, cum laude. Callie J. Lutzek, cum laude. Kathy A. Mabry, summa cum laude. Anne Marie B. Mahaffey, cum laude. Jasmine L. Manley. Nicholas Fryman. Cheyenne P. Martin. Sarah M. Martin. Rachel E. Martinez, cum laude. Kristen A. McConomy. Catherine E. McDaniel. Charmaine L. Medero Rivera. Jessica Mendez. Ariana C. Miller. Grace O. Miller. Kelly R. Mills. Trayvon C. Minky Martin. That's Montague. Soraya Montague. Arden L. Montjoy, cum laude. Michael J. Moody. Natalie L. Moon. Alex M. Mooney. You can go ahead. Devontae J. Morris. Courtney Olivia Young. Christina M. Morris. Maya A. Morris, cum laude. Deja S. Mullins. Is it Caitlin? Caitlin M. Nations. Okay. Shauna L. Neds. Okay. Kasai Nelson. Aaron Newsom. Aaron N. Newsom, magna cum laude. What happened? Caden E. Nixon, magna cum laude. Isabella A. O'Connor, cum laude. Osby? Osby, okay. Samara A. Osby. Jada R. Owens. Robert H. Owens. Darion J. Page. Mary F. Parker. You can go. Kunji? Kunj R. Patel. Ishani P. Patel. Addison L. Payton. Adriana T. Pearson. Kaylin Collymore. Jacoby T. Petty. Valentina P. Pinzon. Isaiah D. Pizarro. Uh-oh. Madison A. Potts. Connor P. Presley, cum laude. Caitlin R. Raybourn. Raybourn? Gabriel F. Reinhardt. William M. Reinhardt. Aaron M. Rode, cum laude. Brian R. Rhodes. Kanaya M. Rice. Jacelyn D. Rice. Julian E. Robinson, magna cum laude. Micah C. Robinson. Ariana L. Rogers. Dara A. Russo. Alex G. Sanchez Eraso. Caden Sanders, summa cum laude. Imani K. Brown. Samanj E. Sanders. Step on up. Michaela K. Scott. Morgan C. Scott. Randy E. Schuler. Isaiah E. Skinner. Ellison O. Smith. Okay. What's going on? Huh? Oh.
Graduates, may I have your attention? Graduates, I want everyone to pause for just 1 minute. Your peers are walking through, getting their name called. I want you to show them the same honor and respect that they showed you and not leave the ceremony. It's really disrespectful to do that, okay? So all of you all have worked together very hard to make this day possible, so show them the same respect by staying seated. The ceremony will be over probably in less than 20 minutes, okay? Thank you.
Wow. Eric D. Smith. Jasmine M. Smith. Sydney L. Stevenson, cum laude. Emerson S. Stevens. Caitlin N. Stewart. Shayna J. Street. Kylie B. Strebel, cum laude. Kayla N. Sullivan. Selah N. Taylor. Taylor A. Thomas. Taylor Thornton. Autumn L. Timms. Selena A. Tobias. Alexander M. Torres Santiago, cum laude. Okay, what's your name? Tammy Tron. Xavion A. Valentine, cum laude. Okay. Miss Tina L. Vogel. Zanaya K. Walker. Okay. Imani T. Walls. Sheree M. Walton. What is that? Okay. Amare T. Washington, magna cum laude. Michaela A. Way, cum laude. Okay. Trevor J. Willie. Michaela S. Williams. Takira A. Williams. Adrian J. Wilmot, magna cum laude. Braylon I. Wilson. Amber E. Wilson, magna cum laude. Okay. Taylor P. Weigel. Yvonne P. Zuasola. Ashley Bellamy. Amaja S. Bird. Lena M. Butler. And that concludes our graduates from the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences.
Will Dean Jeannie Chapman join Chancellor Harris to greet the candidates from the College of Science and Technology?
Daphne A. Alez, magna cum laude. Paige A. Armstrong. Victoria K. Atkins. Emanol Avila Perez. Hayden C. Bailey. James L. Baker, cum laude. Grace E. Barnes, cum laude. Dawson C. Bishop. Maya M. Blaschka. Sean M. Boiter. Nathaniel L. Bowman. Stop it. Amara F. Bolt, magna cum laude. Joanna S. Bravo. Jamar B. Brown. Michael T. Browning. Matthew N. Kaywood. Madison H. Collier. Hello. Jakaria N. Commander. Allison M. Cortez. Braylon D. Covington, magna cum laude. Kyra M. Currents. Tijani N. Davis. Edward A. Demchuk. Frank Doan, magna cum laude. Alexander K. Evans. Melanie Febres. Layla V. Foster. Adam J. Folks. Hello. Gardner. Tyler D. Gardner. Dante J. Griffin. Emma F. Gunter. Andrew R. Hagens, cum laude. Simon L. Hammond. Ethan L. Hart. Robert G. Hargy, magna cum laude. What's up? DeAndre T. Hill. Madison G. Horton. Zyteria G. Hughes. Gina O. Hyde. Abby A. Inman, summa cum laude. Jensen? Elizabeth A. Jensen, cum laude. Austin E. Koch, cum laude. Oh boy, you gotta help me. Vasiliki Koutsianis. Lucy P. Livingston, magna cum laude. Joshua A. Lonin. Sarah E. Martin. Thiago S. Matos. Shauna N. Medlin. Haley P. Moats. Isaac Moreno. Hey, what's up, man? Donovan M. Morgan. Via H. Morrow. Marty E. Nash. Min T. Nguyen. Hello. Kanaja S. Norman. Harsh B. Patel. Hey, what's up, man? Shavem Patel? Shavem M. Patel. Hey, how's it going? Payne? Cameron? Cameron A. Payne, summa cum laude. Vitaly Y. Petrenko. Hello. Lynn P. Pham, magna cum laude. Michelle B. Redden. Jaden Reed. Amira? Richardson. Amira N. Richardson. Hello. Khalees D. Rogers, cum laude. Hello. Ashley C. Rush. Palak Deep Sandhu. Palak Deep K. Sandhu, cum laude. Saponaro. Haley R. Saponaro, cum laude. What is it? One more time. Rada Socket. Robert W. Sawyer, magna cum laude. Jalen L. Shell. Logan S. Skinner, cum laude. Maxwell R. Smith. All right, hit it. Oh boy, one more time. I'm gonna try. Pin Manut Sukcharan, magna cum laude. Hello. Siani Tillery Baxter. Brian M. Trokey. Louis Vargas. Leo G. Williams. Sandra J. Williams, cum laude. Nathan Fendley. All right, he's gonna make you go. Hashem Zane. And that concludes the graduates from the College of Science and Technology.
Will all the candidates for degrees please rise? Chancellor, all candidates who stand before me and others who cannot be present but whose achievement is being recorded officially by the university, having completed the requirements for their respective degrees, are herewith recommended by the faculty of the university for the conferral of their degrees.
For those that are here, for those that are not here, this does not apply to them. However, by virtue of the authority vested in the University of South Carolina Board of Trustees by the people of this great state, acting through their representatives in the General Assembly and on the recommendation of the faculty of this institution, the university confers upon each of you the degree for which you have been recommended, together with all rights, honors, privileges, and responsibility thereto appertaining. Everyone, please join me in congratulating the class of 2026. So graduates, I love you guys. This is another important part of the ceremony. Are y'all ready for it? Y'all ready for your official relationships, right? So please, it is a time-honored tradition in the Academy to signal earning our academic credentials by moving our tassels from the right to the left of your mortarboards. So on the count of three, let us celebrate your new status as graduates of USC Upstate by transitioning your tassel from right to left. Are you ready? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. You may be seated. You may be seated. Please indulge me for just a few more minutes You have now joined the ranks of more than 35,000 alumni. I would like to introduce Charlie Ann Neslin, Director of Alumni Relations, who will bring greetings on behalf of the Alumni Association.
Thank you, Dr. Harris. Graduates, as you walked across the stage, you were handed a certificate. This certificate is a recognition of your membership in an exclusive club. The USC Upstate alumni. We have over 35,000 members. Each year, we accept our newest members, the current graduating class. With nearly 8 billion people in the world, only 35,000 can say that they belong to this prestigious group. You've paid a high price to join. Many of you paid thousands of dollars in tuition, dedicated countless hours investing in preparation. You may have even contributed your blood, sweat, and tears. Your perseverance has paid off. At this time, if you invested in an official USC Upstate ring, I ask you to hold it up. As part of the ceremonial tradition, you will now turn your ring so that the world can see the emblem of your university pride. You did it. Congratulations. You are now a USC Upstate alumnus. Like any other membership, why have it if you aren't going to use it? Consider this your exclusive network. Come back and visit often. Support our athletics. Hire your fellow alums and give back generously. Remember that the students behind you are living your story. They are working hard, just like you did, to join the alumni club. Utilize your new status and show pride in it. Welcome to our newest alumni.
Thank you, Ms. Neslin. Graduates, this university will always be your university. Your story is now and forever will be intertwined with the story of this institution. You are always welcome to come home, and congratulations. I would like to take a moment to recognize two very important groups who have contributed to today's celebration. Members of the City of Greenville Pipes and Drums for their musical contribution to the ceremony, and the students who are serving as marshals. Please give them a round of applause. Thanks to all of you who are here to honor our graduates. One more round of applause for the class of 2026. Now please stand now for the benediction, which will be delivered by our student body vice president, Emma Hudson, immediately following Ms. Costa, and singing the first verse of the University of South Carolina alma mater, the words of which are on the first page of your program. We ask that you remain in place until the recession of the platform party, the faculty, and graduates is complete. Mrs. Hudson.
We did it, y'all. My favorite Bible verse is Jeremiah 29:11, and it starts with, "For I know the plans I have for you. May God show you his plan. May you prosper in God's path for you. May you remember the memories made and cherish them for years to come. Until we meet again, good friends, God bless you and who you will become." Let's go, Spartans.
Children to be. Here's a